Benzema against Lewandowski. Let's just bring it in. Football battles, guys, football battles. So here's the interesting thing about this. This is a rematch. And what is very interesting is football battles 1.0. The 1.0 football battles, I did this in 2020. So I did this before Lewandowski got his first UCL and before Benzema got that crazy UCL. Which is why I feel like it was very key to do this again based on just what they've achieved and how we now perceive them. Because how I perceived Benzema and Lewandowski at the beginning of 2020, like January, February 2020, is very different from how we actually perceive them now, 2024, out the back. So I felt, you know what, this was a perfect time to do a rematch of them with the 2.0 characteristics, man. So, guys know what it is. Football battles, here it is. Like that vid, subscribe if you're new, support that content crack. Feel free to send in a thanks of a super chat, whatever you want. Support however you want. I'm giving you that content crackinski, And remember, I keep saying to you guys, if you want more of these exclusive football battles, become a Patreon member. There are exclusive football battles for Patreon members out there. Remember, Patreon, they take less of a cut because YouTube take a mighty cut of your boy. So support that boy, give me that content crackinski, nini. So, without further ado, no more talking. Let's start it. Talent. Who's more talented? You see, I'm glad we're doing this again because we can now view them differently. So, now I can't remember what I did or where it was for the first football battle, but I feel in 2024, I am a bit more clearer with regards to where both the talents lay now. Both very talented players. Both pass the eye test. Both are very good on the ball. Both are the modern strikers who can receive the ball, trap it, move it towards other guys, and they're very malleable on the ball. They're not the kind of old school targetman strikers in the way that, let's say, an Iaquinta was or a Luca Toni was. Like these guys, they're like good core footballers, the very core, on top of being quality strikers. So they both share that they're both modern strikers. So what separates them? What is it that separates them, and who would I give the edge to based on what they bring to the table? I feel this dude brought more value to his team than this other dude. Which is why, I'm going to give it to the scheme, man. Yeah, that's what I like to wish you. It's Benzema. You see, 2020, Benzema, okay. But in 2024 right now, specifically, when we saw Benzema really come into his own and really separate himself from the Cristiano era, we saw the Benzema that were promised from that boy coming from Lyon with that mark inside his head. Because Lewandowski, his quality. We know Lewandowski has impeccable ball control. His ball control is absolutely good. He's got great balance on the ball. But Benzema has that. Plus, he's a playmaker. Plus, he's a creator. Plus, he can play as a non-number 10. And plus, he can play make as well, on top of scoring goals as well, and being good in the air, right foot to left foot. So I just think that the amount of value Benzema brings is a lot more, because not only can Benzema bring you goal scoring, he can bring you playmaking as well. Lewandowski cannot playmake to the level that Benzema can. He cannot drop deep and really play in guys. Like, he can do it, but not to the level that Benzema can do it. So for that reason, that's why I'm just going to say that Benzema, from that thing, I feel he is the greater talent over than your boy, the ski. So, impact. This is hard. Who had the greater impact? Who impacted football more? This is hard. Because when we first saw Benzema at Lyon, I wouldn't say it was a great impact. It was more so, oh, who is that? Then when he moved to Real Madrid, he was overshadowed by Cristiano. And then we now saw him really come into his own. For Lewandowski, we didn't really know about him. Who was this guy? Then he comes through and dominated. Whoa, who the heck is this freaking dude? Then we now see him doing his thing for Bayern, pitfalls and everything. Then he really found his footing. Who had the bigger impact? It's hard, but I'm probably gonna give it to. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Lewandowski. I just feel like especially when Lewandowski did what he did at Dortmund and how he was talked about, I just felt that there was more said about Lewandowski. Now, maybe there was a Cristiano tax because I do feel if Benzema had moved into Real Madrid straight from Lyon, then he would have maybe made a bigger impact because he would have had a greater role. But because that's already Cristiano's team and that attack went through Cristiano, Benzema had to be his side chick. Whereas for Lewandowski, he was the main points man for Dortmund. He was the main points man for Bayern Munich. Benzema only became the main points man once Cristiano left. And when he was at Lyon, not much was known about him. So I just feel Lewandowski's impact from the moment he was in Dortmund, that 4-piece against Real Madrid, which we will get to, I just think that impact was far greater. And I think what helped him was he was an alpha in his team. He was a main player, a main character in his team, which the same can't really be said of your boy Benzema. So that's why I'm going to give that impact Salinki to your boy, the Ski. Okay, no, let's talk because I'm thinking this is pretty obvious, but let's have a discussion. Is this closer than we think? Because I think that it's very obviously this dude based on where this dude was and where he obviously went to. And my thing is, this other dude, he does have L's. But I feel this other dude's L's were a lot deeper. Yeah, I'm gonna get it's obvious. So I think Lewandowski gets this. So Lewandowski's L's messing up in numerous UCL games. I remember, I think it was the 2018 game against Real Madrid. Both of those legs he was trashed, specifically the second leg where he missed a lot of chances. So the biggest else for Lewandowski is you never ever showed up for Bayern in those key UCL games for such a long period of time, specifically with a peak Bayern Munich team. I'm not going to hold Poland against him because there's Poland tax. Benzema. Bro. The scholarship section of the Break Academy was founded by Karim Benzema. Because before, it was just Class C, Class B, Class A, and that was what it was. I had to create a separate tier, a separate category just for Benzema. That's how bad he was. So yes, the Benzema we know now, superb, amazing, blah, blah, blah. But the Benzema during those 2010s, during what's it, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, it's all he played like an anvil. He played like if he had two anvils attached to his feet. So I just feel like if Benzema's L's were greater because there was a moment where this guy was garbage. And I put him as a full-on prime scholarship brick. So I think for L's, Lewandowski takes that. He takes that. Resume. Let's talk. You see, I want to make the resume thing interesting because if it's purely about how many trophies you've won, then it becomes boring. So and this is this new thing, resume, I'm not counting the Ballon d'Or. See, this is a football topic, and in the football topic, we talk pure trophy. We speak fluence trophy when we do football battles. We don't speak Ballon d'Or, we speak fluence trophy. So stuff that you earn, not stuff that's given to you, or that can be maligned, stuff that's earned. So we take the Ballon d'Or out of the way. And we look at what they did for those trophies won. We look at Benzema and what he did for that UCL. So you could take the La Liga titles, you could take the three-peat. But the difficult with the three-peat is that there's almost an Arbeloa tax they'll explain. So the Arbeloa tax is how much did you contribute to those UCLs? Yes, we saw you score in the final. Yes, that's an amazing goal against Atleti. No, that amazing solo run you had against Atleti, which I think led to him passing the ball towards Isco and Isco scoring. So you did have your moments, but let's be real. Though that's UCL run, 2014, 16, 17, 18, it was really Cristiano. It was really Modric. It was really Ramos. Like I can name several players who made much more of a bigger impact in those runs than Benzema. So Benzema's big resume Salinki is that UCL in 2022. That 2022 UCL is where, I see you. Like, because what he did for that Champions League is astronomical. So on the other hand, it's like, okay, we still have, you can have to hold those UCLs. Even though I don't think his contribution was as big as the other guys, let's still take those UCLs. But then the big one was that 2022 UCL where he was astronomical. So for Lewandowski's case is, we take the treble. The treble. And you could add the goal scoring record of breaking down goal scoring record held by Gerd Müller for such a long time of goals in the Bundesliga. How much weight does that hold? Is there a Bayern tax, or it is what it is? He's still an individual that did that. But it's a treble. So this is what I'm going to do. Benzema's contribution to that UCL, Lewandowski's contribution to that treble. So that's how I'm going to decide it. And if we do that, because the treble is big time. But I feel in that treble, it was a team thing. Gnabry said, what's up? Thiago Alcantara was balling. Muller did his damn thing. Flick was that freaking dude. Alphonso Davies said, what's up as well. Neuer did his damn thing. And when you look at the UCL run, Lewandowski did his thing, so did everyone else. I've got to give it to your boy. I've got to give it to your boy. I've got to give a residence to your boy, Benzema. Like, it's a close one, but when you look at us, okay, he contributes to the UCLs. I still feel it wasn't a major contribution, but the clincher for me was 2022. That run was historic. It was a historic run. Like, what he did as an individual, his impact on the UCL run against the likes of a PSG, the likes of a Chelsea, the likes of a Man City. And bro, I think that goal counted against Liverpool in the final. It was amazing. So Benzema did more for that UCL than Lewandowski did for his UCL in 2020. So that's why for resume, I'm going to have to give it to your boy Benzema there. Longevity. I mean, like, there is no discussion here because, and when I feel, I don't believe there's any striker of a generation that can beat Lewandowski in this category. This category, Lewandowski is beats. Oh yeah, no, you already give it away. He's beaten. Like, like as of right now, you could argue he's the best striker in the world. Benzema is saying what's up in Saudi Arabia. So to be saying what's up at his age and still be performing at such a high level is astronomical. And when you just think about he's been doing it since the Dortmund days, the Bayern days, now at Barcelona, and has hardly really dropped to a brick level and is still saying what's up in the UCL and in La Liga, a major European league, you've got to give it to him. So I don't, like, for Benzema, he has fallen off. And that's fine. His peak was amazing, but he's fallen off. So the fall off that Benzema's had, Lewandowski has not had that fall off. And Lewandowski is still good enough, as he's shown, to still play in a major league. Benzema's, I don't think he can play in any major team right now at his age. Lewandowski right now, specifically in a world that doesn't have many strikers, Lewandowski can walk into several teams as a starting striker. So yeah, for me, bring anybody of Lewandowski's generation. Nobody can beat him for longevity. No one can, because he's rarely dropped below like an 8 or a, he's rarely dropped below like an 8 or a 7 for the best part of like over a decade. Because what's it called? That Dortmund. So the UCL final, remember that was in 2013. For over 10 years, he's been saying what's up. For over 10 years, he's been saying what's up. So you've got to give him that, Dubinsky, man. This is hard. 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 And the reason why this is hard is Oh, this is hard. See now, this is where things get hard. Okay, so let me tell you where I am right now. So Lewandowski, we have four-piece against Real Madrid in a UCL semi. We have 5 goals in 9 minutes, which is freaking insane, making Pep go. Benzema, we have, and again, take your pick from that UCL run. That's hat-trick, that 3-piece against PSG. His crazy goals both legs against Chelsea. Him scoring a Panenka in that first leg against your boys Man City. This is a tough. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. This is. I actually can't decide. This is the first time it's because I'm like, because a part of me is those moments that Benzema did. There's such a high degree of difficulty and it's so crazy. So okay, this is where I am. So help me out here. Those moments, Benzema against PSG, against City, against Chelsea, are those moments more iconic than a 4-piece against Real Madrid in the UCL semi and 5 goals in 9 minutes? We may have to discuss. This may have to be this discussion. I may have to make this a discussion. I mean, we may have to. So this just we have to make this a live discussion because I'm probably rolling with this. Because, bro, 5 goals in 9. We will talk about that for forever, like forever. That because you know what it is. Every time I say, man, how did he score 5 goals in 12 minutes? The guy says, half up, you dummy. It wasn't 5 in 12, it was 5 in 9. I was like, 5 goals from open play. That is something that's 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now. Anybody watching will be like, this guy really scored 5 goals in 9 minutes. 5 goals in 9 minutes against a bomb-ass team. It's still crazy. He did that in a top 10 league against Wolfsburg, which was a very decent team back then. To score 4 goals in a Champions League semi-final against the greatest Champions League team. Because for Benzema, it really is that run. And the goals against Chelsea, the goals against Man City, the 3-piece against PSG. That was freaking amazing. But is that more iconic? See the keyword iconic than what the ski did? It's tough. I want to have a discussion. This needs to be a live discussion. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna give it to Ski. Damn. I'm gonna give it to Ski. Who has the greater legacy? Greater legacy. Who will be remembered more when all is said and done? Jesus, it's hard. The Benzema 2022, that's run, what he did, is that enough to trump Lewandowski's longevity, his iconic moments, and his level of consistency as a striker? Damn. I'm going. Yeah, it's got up to. No. Yeah. I just feel that. And maybe it could call me wrong because we're like, bro, the iconic moments, consistency, the longevity, what he's been able to do. And people say, okay, this is maybe disingenuous. What Benzema did will be remembered for all time. In what is the toughest and highest form of competition in all of club football, there's never been an individual that did what Benzema did in the knockout round. Never. Bring your Raul, your Messi, your Cristiano, your George Weah. Bring all of your greats who've played in the UCL. They never did what Benzema did in all those knockout games against extremely tough opposition. And I think for that, his legacy is set. And I think because of that, because Lewandowski, as good as he was and as consistent as he was, he never reached that level of exceptionalness. He never really that's peak level that Lewandowski's peak was never reached the peak that Benzema did in that run. So for that reason, I'm out to give him that Benzema, his legacy will be greater. Guys, this was a tough one. This was a tough one, and I do believe we'll need. I may have to make this a live discussion. This may have to be a live discussion using all these attributes. So, tell me if you want it to be a hanger, tell me in the comments below. But this may have to be a hanger because I want to just have a discussion and see what guys think. Because I don't know. I may have to think about this one again. But this round, 4-3 to the ski over Benzema, and I'll see you guys again next Friday for another Football Battles points. Remember, become a partner member and gain access to all the exclusive football battles. Peace out. One love. Peace.